And one thing about me is I am gonna flake. I'm gonna flake on you, and it will be last minute. Sometimes I will be kind enough to give you a heads up if I'm like feeling flaky in advance. But just know that one thing about me is I probably don't want to come to whatever you're planning, and if it doesn't seem like something that's easy for me to go and spend my energy on, I'm not going to come. But thank you for the invite. Honestly. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Once you start like working a job, the life out of you really does get sucked out. And I'm not complaining. I'm not saying that like, oh, like I wish I didn't work. No, not at all. I really am lucky to like my job. And I'm just saying, when you are occupying your mental, sometimes even physical energy to the same thing 5 days a week for 8 hours a day, like I'm just saying that I don't want to spend my energy on anything else that is going to require a lot from me. Like I can't. And it's a Friday night. Let me paint the scene for you. It's a Friday night and I could have had plans. Actually, I could have had multiple plans. I was going to go to Vegas. And number one, my parents were like, I don't think so. Even though I'm a grown adult. I can completely understand why they wouldn't want me going to Vegas. It's funny because like my parents are the type of parents who would like probably not bat an eye if I was like, I'm going to Europe next week. They'd be like, oh, okay. But for some reason, like Las Vegas is just like in their no book. Like it's just in their notebook. Now looking back on it, like I think I would have flaked on that trip anyways, because going out of town is a lot of work for me. And when I was deciding where to move post grad, I picked LA because I wanted to pick a spot that's like technically a vacation spot so that I wouldn't have to leave all that often. Some people like to choose to live in cheaper places and then like use that as an excuse to travel a lot. But to be so honest, like I'm not a huge traveler. Like I'm not really ever like wanting to like get out of the house, you know what I'm saying? Because it's effort. It's so much effort. And this made me come to the realization and this huge revelation when I was talking with someone like a couple of days ago, and they were like, you present yourself as really tough, but you're a softie on the inside. And I took that as an insult. Like I took that to the heart. I was like, excuse me? Like, no, I'm not. Like I can fight. Like let's fight. But no. And then it made me realize that like my whole life I have painted myself to be an extrovert. And yes, I enjoy talking to people, but do I? It's more so that I think I'm good at talking to people and I can make myself talk to people. I know how to have a good conversation. I know the science behind having a good conversation, but it's not that I'm like itching to do it all the time. Basically, I am an introvert who presents themselves as an extrovert for the aesthetic. That is me. If I had to describe myself in one sentence, I do believe that is me. I don't think it's fair for people to paint introverts as like boring people, because at the end of the day, like they're just trying to reserve their energy for things that they like actually want to spend it towards. Whereas like extroverts could genuinely talk to a brick wall. That is not me. Just because extroverts can talk to a brick wall, that does not mean that like introverts and extroverts have like different personalities. Like I just do think that it's like, it just depends who the personality is going to. Yes, I am a self-proclaimed introvert now. After starting my new life and like going into the workforce, and like this whole concept of post-grad has made me just want to be like hanging out with myself. Like I want to sit and watch my YouTubers and write in my journal and film a video of me and then edit it immediately after. Like that is so comforting and fun for me. I'm just not really like in a place in my life right now where I want to go out as much. And I did that when I moved here. Like I was going out every weekend. Like I was having so much fun, and like it was just like something that I was looking forward to do every weekend. Like when Friday hit, I'm like, I can't wait to go out on Saturday. And now it's like I want to just go like put on a face mask and shower and listen to music, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm finally understanding and like accepting myself for like wanting to not do those social activities and wanting to just be in my bed and just like be with myself. I also like kind of raised myself with that mentality of, if you are not constantly like putting yourself out there, you are wasting like precious time. You're wasting the opportunities of networking with different people. There are other ways to do that. Good connections don't come from a night out, in my opinion, at least in LA. Yes, you can find people to like vibe with, but it's not going to be life-changing. Not to be negative, but I don't think that I am meeting anyone like super genuine when they're blacked out at a bar. Just saying. I would love to be proved wrong. I actually have like met some people out when I was with my friends, and we'd have good convos with them, and it was when I was new to LA too, so I was like very open with the possibility of making new friends, and we'd have this amazing conversation, and I'd wake up the next morning and these people unfollowed me on Instagram. Like I was like, I thought we were friends. I only want to put myself outside of my house, outside of my apartment, if it is like something that is like going to benefit my soul and not just for the benefit of meeting people. It's like if I do not want to go out and do it, like if I'm not itching for a night out on the town, I'm not gonna go. Sorry to nobody. I'm sorry to nobody, actually. That's kind of the vibe I'm on. If you're feeling kind of like conflicted and you don't know where to draw the line on your own boundaries, just keep in mind that wherever you are at any point in your life, protecting your peace and taking care of yourself is the number one thing. For example, my nightly routine has become very, very strict for myself, especially having to work at 6 a.m. in the morning pretty much every single day. It is very crucial to me that I am in the shower at a certain time, I'm doing my skincare at a certain time, and that is my idea of like grooming myself and like taking care of myself. And if something is putting me at risk to not do those things before I go to bed, it disrupts sleep schedule, the next morning, and it's never worth it for me to disrupt my routine and protecting myself at home. When you remove yourself from like constant people in your ear and all of that, it takes away other elements such as like peer pressure and people being like, we're all going to this party, like you have to come, we're all going. And it's like, I don't have any obligations to anyone here in LA because like I'm just a new entity that like dropped. I literally feel like I am like IRL GTA, but like baddie GTA, in the sense that I'm just like this new like entity in Los Angeles and no one really knows who I am. I don't really know who anyone is, and it's just scary. Like moving here was so scary because it's like I don't know what the freak I'm doing, but at the same time there was so much comfort in the scariness still because I feel safe just being in my own bubble. I always have like insecurities and anxiety around like how I'm presenting myself, like no matter what, and like even when I'm in public sometimes I'm the type of person who still needs to look at their phone to like make myself look occupied. Like I am a very awkward person at heart and like in my nature. Like that is genuinely who I am. So like I'm walking in the park today and I'm like getting really self-conscious just like walking through this like patch of grass because there are people like sitting down and there are people like with their friends and like even people alone just like looking cool, and I'm like, shit, like I hope I look good. Like I hope I look good. Like I hope I don't look like a freak or like a weirdo, and I like get in my head, but it's like, wait, like no one knows who I am. I could trip and fall on my face in the dirt and like it still would not matter because I'm safe. Like I'm just like a side character in everyone else's main character story. Like you have to remember that being in your own head and like being so aware of like being in your own body, you are the main character in your life. And like right now in this moment, like I'm a side character to you. Like you're watching me because like I'm a side character to you, and like you're watching this girl on YouTube and I'm just a side character. But to me, when I'm making this video and I'm seeing my camera, I'm the main character and you're the side character watching my video. Do you see how trippy that is? Like, do you see how trippy that is? My conclusion to this is don't like go out of your way to please people to show up for them, in the sense of like, if people are like, you have to come to this, you have to come. You don't. Like you don't, unless it's your like friend's birthday party. Yeah, get up and like please go to that. There is definitely lines and boundaries when it comes to like protecting your peace, for sure, but don't feel guilty for taking time for yourself and like taking care of yourself and being in bed by 8 p.m. Like I think that's cool, and I also think it's cool to like go out and come back home at like 4 a.m. Like I think two things can be true at the same time, but the main thing is like you staying true to you and you just being content and happy in your own head, depending on whatever you're doing. So, bye.